We're on now. Welcome to your fake phony opening day baseball predictions. Before we get started, apparently the Dodgers beat the Cubs twice. So let's add those two to the column now. And there you go. So that already happened, apparently. Opening day for everyone else though. And the big opening day. We're gonna go to fake phony baseball. Wait a minute. I'm not logged in. Oh, come on. Ugh. All right. Apparently, I wasn't logged in. Stupid, silly me. There we go. This is better. This is better. So the Brewers are and the Yankees are playing. The Yankees are minus 1.5 point favorites. And by the way, I'm forcing myself to take every single game for opening day. So we'll see how it goes. They both usually start pretty slow. I'm going to go with the Yankees plus the 1.5. You could talk me into Milwaukee plus 2.5, but I'm going to go with the Yankees plus 1.5. Not a confident pick there. Next game, Baltimore against Toronto. This is another interesting game that, again, if this were not opening day, I would not go anywhere near this game. By the way, I'm going to pick a winner for each and every game as well. So if I had to pick a winner for the Brewers-Yankees game, I am going to say the Yankees end up winning. I'm even less confident in that. Hence why I took the Yankees plus 1.5. And I'm not even confident in that. Baltimore, Toronto. Baltimore is, I think, a minus 1.5 point favorite as well. I'm going to take Toronto plus 2.5. The game could go either way. I feel like, actually, a part of me feels like Toronto may pull off the upset by a point. It'll be like one of those, I think it's going to be one of those overtime games where in the 10th inning or something, Toronto, or in the 9th inning, a walk-off, Toronto's going to pull it off by 1 point. But I'm not confident in it. Boston, Texas. This is one of my more confident picks. I'm going to be conservative just to be safe. I definitely think Boston, this is going to be a bone to the public. Boston will definitely win this game. I definitely like them with the 1.5. This one I'm confident in. So Boston there. Phillies, Nationals. Phillies are minus 1.5. I have a feeling there's a chance this could be upset and rug pull. Everyone's going to take the Phillies. Everyone's going to take the Phillies. I'm still going to say Philly probably wins by a point, but I'm going to have that, I think there could be an upset. So I'm going to take a chance of Washington plus 2.5, but Phillies probably get the win by a point. Atlanta, San Diego. This is, this one I'm the least confident in. I am the least confident in this game. And at this point, I don't even need that. I was going to maybe use that for pick 'em, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to say who I think is going to win. Or I'll show you at the end. Atlanta, San Diego. God. I'm going to go with San Diego here. And I'm not confident in it. Trust me, I'm not. Atlanta usually always is scripted to lose their first series. At least their first game. So I'm going to take them. Not confident at all. This one I'm also not confident in at all. Kansas City, Cleveland. Kansas City's the favorite. I'm going to take Cleveland with the 2.5. If I had to pick a winner, I'd probably say Cleveland probably. See, I can't pick a winner for this one. This is too tough. I'm going to say Kansas City probably wins by 1 just because usually Cleveland always starts 0-1. But I'm not confident. I'm more confident with Cleveland with the points, which is why I'm going that way. Angels, White Sox, okay. This is another confident one. I know This could be a rug pull move. I don't think this one will be. I do think this one will be a bone to the public. Angels usually start well, even though they stink, and the White Sox are just awful. And I think they're, scripted to be even worse than last year. Everyone's going to think they're a little better. I think they're going to be even worse than last year. And they were the worst team in history last year. I think it's going to be even worse this year. I am going to take the Angels. This one I am more confident in. Mets, Astros, God. Another game. Okay. I refuse to pick a winner for this game. I will not pick a winner for this game. I can't tell you. I'm going to take the Mets with the 2.5. Storyline with them usually is when they're healthy, they're one of the best teams. When they're not, they're one of the worst teams. That's been the path. And I'm going to say the Mets at least keep it close. I cannot pick a winner. And I will not pick a winner for this game. I am pretty confident with the Mets with the 2.5, though. That I am confident in. Pittsburgh, Miami. Pittsburgh is favored. This is another eerie game. I'm going to take Miami with the 2.5. Pittsburgh, again, I'm not picking a winner for this one either. Giants, Cincinnati. Giants are -1.5 favorites. I am going to pick a winner, and I am confident. I do think Cincinnati wins outright, and I do think they're going to cover. If you've noticed, Cincinnati usually starts 1-0. The Giants usually start 0-1. I'm going to say because of that, Cincinnati's going to win. I definitely think even if the Giants win, the Cincinnati will cover. Minnesota and St. Louis. St. Louis, even when they're good, always struggles at the beginning. Minnesota usually wins their first game when they're decent or good. I think at least in the storyline this year, they're going to at least be around 500. So I'm going to say Minnesota wins. Wins game 1. And I'm going to say they cover the 1.5. Detroit, LA. I think this is a rug pull. Everyone's going to take the Dodgers. I am going to take Detroit, and I actually think they're going to pull off the upset. Oh, yeah, no, you heard me right. I think Detroit pulls off the upset. I think this is definitely where they're going to rob the public. And that is why I'm definitely taking Detroit. Oakland, Seattle, or Sacramento, I should say. West Sacramento. And Seattle. Again. It's in Seattle. I'm going to take Seattle with getting the points. I could see the game going either way. I would probably favor Seattle to win by 1 point at the end. Some crazy ending like that. But I am going to take Seattle with the points for sure. Chicago and Arizona. This is a very tricky matchup. I'm not going to pick a winner. But what I will do is this, once it loads. I am going to take the Cubs getting the points. I think it's a toss-up game. I think it could go either way, but I definitely like the Cubs with the points. I think a lot of people are going to be sleeping on them in this game. Colorado, Tampa Bay, here's another example. And this one I'm pretty confident in. I know last year didn't go well, but it usually does. I am taking Colorado with 2.5, and I am taking them to beat Tampa Bay outright. I do think Colorado wins this game. And so that is going to be my pick. Those are my picks. Is there any other challenges that we have not completed? No. Oh, God, we still have all of them. Okay. These are playoff games. So I might as well do a teaser with 2 of the teams. So I might as well do a NCAA teaser with the teams. Okay. And it's got to be ones that are on the challenge block. Okay. BYU, Alabama. Arizona, Duke. I do think Duke wins. The spread's high, and they always have a good they always are scripted, at least, to have a good program, so I definitely think they're going to win this game. What are the other games I get to pick between? Maryland, Florida. Okay, we can pick that one. Florida Gators. I think Florida is going to be a special program in terms of Cinderella or whatever you want to call it. They're really hyping this team. I'm going to take them with 3.5, though. I'm not confident, but I'm going to take them at least to keep it within a score. I think that's pretty fair. I'm going to take these two in a teaser. I feel comfortable with these two. So what is it? Duke and Florida, I'm taking in a teaser. So that ends that challenge. That ends 3 of the challenges. And then we got Arkansas, Texas Tech, BYU, Alabama. So those are your last 2. And while I'm here, we're going to do the NBA as well. But we're going to do these 2 first. BYU, Alabama. I'm going to... Oh, God. I'm going to say Alabama money line. I'm not confident at all. I'm not confident at all. Trust me, I'm not. Just because of their name and just because of the program. That's the only reason why I'm doing it. Alabama seems to be good at everything, so why not? Trust me, though, I do not endorse this pick at all. Arkansas, Texas Tech. Texas Tech usually is good at basketball, and I'm going to say that continues. I'm going to do this in a 2-teamer as well. I'm going to take a chance. And that ends it. Any NBA picks? God, okay, let's just do this now. Dallas and Orlando. Dallas and Orlando. Orlando, oh my God. I mean, both these teams stink. I am going to pick Orlando, getting 1.5. I'm not confident. But Dallas, I think they're running them off this year. I think they're going to have them do something next year, though. I think it's just one of those off years. Okay, there we go. Indiana, Washington. Okay. This is definitely going to be a bone to the public. There is no way they lose. I know it's risky, but no, I think this is definitely going to be one of those. Now, here we go. San Antonio plays Cleveland. I'm going to take them with the 22.5. And I am going to take an upset here. You heard me right. I'm taking San Antonio to win the game outright. So we'll see what actually happens. I think this is going to be an upset tonight. Atlanta, Miami. Okay, the fact that Miami's favored tells me to take them because there's no reason why they should be favored at all in any circumstances. I'm not confident. Again, this is really odd. Why is Miami favored? This tells me that there's going to be a rug pull here for sure. There's no way that Miami should be favored. And Atlanta is definitely, quote unquote, the better team. But the fact that Miami's favored tells me everyone's going to bet Atlanta and everyone's going to lose. So I'm going to take Miami, getting the points. Again, I would stay as far away from this game as possible. But I guess I'll take Miami just because there's zero reason why they should be favored at all. There's none. Lakers, Bulls. God, this is a close spread. And this, I'm going to take Chicago getting the points. I mean, it's not one of my favorite plays, but I'm going to take them getting the points. Really low spread. Oklahoma City, Memphis. Okay, the fact that these are two quote-unquote good teams and the fact that Oklahoma City's favored by that much tells me that they are definitely going to win this game. So I'm going to take them. Houston, Utah. Okay. I think this is another one that's definitely going to go to Houston. Bone to the public. I'm going to start doing basketball takes because we're getting close to the end of the year. Okay. This one is pretty big for playoff implications. Portland, Sacramento. I think Portland at least keeps it close. I cannot predict the winner. So there you go with your picks. You're all caught up. You take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.